This is a walk around on my 2013 Uber Eats built FRS. We got a fucking Tesla owner here. To start off on the interior, only because we might be swapping them out, we got the Starliner floor mats, which are a little bit dusty, but we can vacuum that out. Look very nice. I have had them for 5 days and I'm already might be getting rid of them. At the time of recording this video, like you guys just saw, we had the Starliner floor mats in. Just pulled them out because we had Jason there with the Tesla, my buddy. Just sold them off. And yeah, I just got them. They were only in the last video. Who cares? They were supposed to be here in May. It's July. If a company can't get a package to you on time, I'm not going to keep repping their brand and tagging them. And besides, I grew bored of them because it's already time for the V2. So those are sold off now. We're already parting out the car. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait for it to cool down before I finish this video. To start off the walk around, the first thing you see is the Kansai tandems. I was gonna say something like the lip or the exhaust, but wow, this is dirty. 4th of July kind of went crazy. The first thing you see is the Kansai tandems. They're 17x9s on a 5mm spacer. The offset is 35. To match the front, we got a rep TRD lip. Honestly, I really love the lip. I painted it terribly. It was spray painted, but from a distance, it does match, and in photos, but in person, you can tell the difference. The fitment on it is actually pretty good. There's some issues like down here, but I'm not worried about that. We got our normal bumper sag. That comes with the car. The biggest part of this car comes from the FT8 6-speed hood exit. I love the hood exit. It is so loud. And this is one of the last days with it. I think this is like the last week with it because we are getting into drifting. If you've been looking at the videos on the channel more, we have been getting more in the drifting, going to more events. And we want to drift the FRS. So that's something we've been working on. Next up are the Tri-Bar clear taillights with just a hint of red reflector in them. At first, at one point, I wanted to fully clear these, but honestly, I just like the way they look. I don't want to break them open. I love the way they look. These were my dream taillights, and I finally got them after 4 years. Just the way they fit together is so perfect to me. We have a low glow kit underneath, all the way around. You can't see it, but you can see the wire hanging right here. You can get under there and see that. Tucked neatly away. Can't see it, can't see it, can't see it. And we have Basin-R side skirts to give the side a little more profile. The fitment is okay, but in some points it could be better. Especially right here. I've had people like, when I wash it, this entire car shakes. Carbon fiber license plate off my 350. I don't know why the audio cut. We got a Fear God Not Death banner from my buddy Jason. For the interior, a little further more in the depth, we have a Vertex wheel over here. Actually, my car is a mess. That hasn't gone on yet. My lights here are pink or purple in my interior for my dome lights. And if I turn these on back here, not only will it light up the tri-bars, but you'll see that my license plate lights are also purple. I was gonna do the door cards, but it turns out when I popped that off the other week to install them, they did not have any bulbs. For the rear lights, for my rear RGB lights, I have Govee interior strips. So we have low glow, we got interior strips, we got dome lights and rear license plate lights. And the Starliner floor mats, which, to be honest, I don't even have anymore because I just sold them like 20 seconds into the video. We are doing the V2. That is a basic walk around of the car. The AC dripping. This car does have its flaws, but we're worked a lot of them out. Now this is the one big thing I did notice. This car is 3 colors. So you got your rattle pet can that I did. You got the normal Firestorm, and then I'm not sure while it comes up on camera under the light, but you can see this is just a shade darker. The fenders, the hood. This is a new bumper, by the way. I sold my bumper for the coilovers, which I haven't even talked about that part of the list. So this was a one-off color, just a shade deeper. You can see like right here, it's a completely different shade. The mirrors, the rest, the entire body of the car, minus the bumper and the lip. My other buddy Ray, who bought my first FRS, has my original bumper on his. Or no, not Ray. Our other buddy Eddie has it. Yeah, and then he sold it to Ray. Yeah, and then he sold his FRS to Ray. So Ray does have my original bumper with that pink speck. It did get messed up because I left the e-brake down on Christmas Eve and it rolled into the garage. So that was unfortunate. For the side, we have my insignias, my TikTok, and my Instagram handle. You can follow me on there, where you'll see a lot more in-depth and always see the first stuff that's happening in the car in present day. For suspension, we have, dang, you cannot see in there. We have Godspeed coilovers. We have the dampening set to as tight as possible to minimize body roll. And underneath, we have Godspeed rear control arms. So we haven't messed with the control arms as much, but I do want to adjust the camber on that at some point. We have -2 degrees of camber in the rear and 1.5 up front. So yeah, that is basically a full walk around my 2013 Scion FRS. And actually, if you follow me over here, this happened during the 4th of July, or I don't know when. Someone, make you do a 360 here, took a chunk out of my paint. It looks like Bondo, I don't know what it is, but on that note, we are going to hop in the car and we are going to go to a meet. We're going to get an exhaust pole. It's going to be loud, so I won't be surprised if the camera cuts out. I also neglected to mention that this car is tuned on stage 2, because we do have, next to the hood exit, I forgot to mention, we have unknown catless headers. Unknown isn't a brand. We literally have no idea what headers they are. We do know, however, they are equal length. We have unknown equal length headers to a hood dump, and those are fully catless. So when you get on it, it gets loud. Once again, I'm not sure if I mentioned it next to the headers, but we are tuned on stage 2 open flash. At one point, I did want to do E85 for the Uber Eats setup, but it was a little too much. This car was literally built all throughout Uber Eats. Tons of hours, nighttime runs, literally just going 7 p.m. to 5 a.m., 7 a.m. in the morning, just earning as much money as we can. I would make it a goal, a personal goal, to bring in 700 or 600 a week. And we did it. Like, we would be bringing in 600, 700 a week. I'd be making 1,400 a week. And it was so good compared to, I mean, I have an actual job now at a gas station, but I make 300 a week versus 700 a week. And all I do is sit down and get up in that job. This, I'm constantly moving. It's not a matter of how much effort I have to put into it. It's a matter of money at the end of the day. And this was all a culmination of hours and hours of work. And that is it. That is a full walk around about my 2013 FRS funded by Uber Eats. I am making this video because we are being to dismantle the car for the V2 setup. I actually have something I just picked up for it right in front of me. It is going to need a bit of work, but I probably will make a video on it tomorrow. So I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.